What's up everybody? Corn-fed WRX here. Here's the video everybody's been waiting for. The build list on the VB. So I haven't been able to release this video for a long time, and pretty good reason behind it. This is running an IDCCD because of the STI trans. Now I got this back in March, so I couldn't say anything about it, but a lot of people have asked me, how do you slide it? How do you drift it? You know, because I have more of my power to the rear, and I can split that through my phone. So it's not a physical controller anymore. It's a wireless controller. I guess you could say Bluetooth controller. But yeah, that's in the car with the STI trans. Obviously you need the STI trans in order to do it. But what are we running under the engine is a great question that I get asked very frequently. And it's probably not as much as you guys are thinking. There's definitely a lot of money into the car. Shout out to ETS, best sponsor in the world. They actually hooked me up with a lot of the parts of my car. But starting off, we're gonna go ahead and pop the hood and talk about it. All right guys, we're gonna start the car up real quick, give you guys a little bit of a cold start, and then I'm gonna hit a couple different launch controls, probably like 3 different ones at different RPMs so you guys can kind of hear it. But the cold start is brutal, so let's go ahead and start this car. Alright guys, so that was the cold start. I told you it's pretty brutal, and I did a couple launch controls for you guys that sounded pretty good. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about what's under the hood now. Alrighty guys, so here's the hood, or under it I should say. So first things first, front mount intercooler, ETS Ultimate Intercooler. They sent this to me back in January of 25. Awesome guys over there, ETS guys. That's all I run on my car. There's nothing else on my car. It's literally only ETS. Over there we have the IAG Performance Street Series AOS. Obviously you have to do that when you have a Subaru, but especially on a high power application Subaru, you're definitely going to want that. High output alternator. I can't tell you the brand. I don't remember off the top of my head. CSF Radiator, Mishimoto Oil Cooler. ETS 4-inch intake, down to the Boost Lab BL54XR, which is actually getting a T51 R mod here soon. The Nostrum IAG injectors, the Nostrum IAG high pressure fuel pump, Hardwire kit because the low pressure fuel pump is a DW430 from DeatschWerks. So you're gonna have to run that off of a Hardwire kit. I went with iWire, obviously. It's like 500 bucks. Fairly easy to install. You run one wire through the fender, under the panels, under the back seat, to the trunk, and then that plugs into your stock fuel pump controller with some different wires, gauge wires, so you can actually get more volts out of it. Let's see what else here. IAG at 1000, obviously. Now the stock, it's kind of a, I didn't really have to do that yet, but I guess I wanted to prepare for the future. Running stock block on these, you can push 600 wheel, but you gotta watch your torque for sure, because it's more or less the long block that's very weak, and that's one of the reasons why I don't run high RPM on my car, and that's kind of why we have it a little bit limited right now. I mean, I'm only on 25 pounds. Granted, it's making 550, so fully 85. And yeah, it's doing great. I have no problems with it. The stock block was completely fine. And yeah, I mean, it was literally just completely fine. There was no reason for me to do it, but I did it for future tense stuff. Obviously, after I got it in there, we pushed it just a little bit. I got a little worried once we hit the uppers, the mid sixes, because I was like, okay, the long block is probably on its last bolt right now. So we left that alone and we kind of detuned her a little bit. So she's running great right now, and I think I found like a good sweet spot because it's still daily drivable, but it's still very fast. So it's really cool. I am running the stock manifold as of right now. We were on the BRZ manifold with port injection, and then we went back to this, and it's holding up just fine. I think it's because we have a nice boost ramp, so we're not shoving a bunch of air in at once, and it's not cracking or anything. So I think we're doing fine with the stock manifold. Just waiting on Process West to get me mine any day now. But moving to the, well, I guess we'll kind of finish the exhaust here. So after the turbo, we have the ETS equal length headers, ETS catless downpipe, J-pipe, whatever you want to call it, and then the ETS extreme non-resonated. All very, it's everything's ETS. There's nothing on here that's not ETS except for the IAG. But moving to the transmission, so it's a 2017 STI transmission. Let's see, it's got the stage 3 ACT heavy duty street sprung disc something. It's a long name, but it's rated for 875 wheel torque, so it's more than enough. Flat foot shifting is butter with that with that clutch and the trans combo. We did build the trans a little bit. IAG gear sets, carbon fiber synchros, carbon fiber axles from DSS, carbon fiber drive shaft from DSS as well. Like I said, 2017 trans, bolted right up. We needed the P&L, what was it, the drive shaft adapter? Yeah, P&L drive shaft adapter. It was like 70 bucks, and everything bolted up just fine. And yeah, I mean, that's literally pretty much it. There's nothing else on the car right now. At one point there was an auxiliary tank, we were running that. Port injection on the manifold, the BRZ, but this is the exact setup you guys have seen most of the videos on, except for the race in the Camaro, that 700 horsepower Camaro. That was on my old setup. So if you guys have been following me for a minute, this car's been through tons and tons and tons and tons of different setups, but I think I finally kind of figured out where I like it. As far as suspension work goes, there's really nothing done suspension wise. Just H&R lowering springs, and I like the feel of it. In the canyons it's great, and on the street it's fine. I have no problems. I like watching it lift up when I get into boost. It's pretty cool. But brakes, they're the stock brakes, just different pads with braided lines. So we did the EBC reds with steel braided lines, and it stops fine, stops on a dime. There's literally no problem with that. And yeah, so that's the build, guys. It's nothing crazy. A little bit of money put into it, but nothing crazy. It's not on a standalone ECU. It's on the Cobb access port. I know that a shop just did 800 wheel horsepower on an ETS G30 1050 kit. Cobb access port, IAG fueling. They hit 800 wheel. So you don't need a standalone ECU on these cars essentially to make a lot of power. Obviously, if you want to do like rolling anti-lag and stuff, you can, but right now, not having a built long block, that's not good for anybody, because that's how you fry the long block, like instantly. Bone stock VB, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, man. I feel bad for you. I do. I know how much you probably miss this car, but it's cool that me and you have kind of battled for the fastest street VB. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. He's on the standalone, and he was enjoying that rolling anti-lag a bit much, but he's coming back with something way better. So I'm excited to see that myself. But yeah, guys, that's literally the build. I just want to kind of say real quick too that a lot of people have told me that I've inspired them to build their VB, and I've helped a lot of people out. If you guys go through my comments on YouTube, I respond to like every comment if I can. Usually everyone has a heart and a comment, you know, a reply to it. But if anybody ever needs any help, if you don't get a response from me on YouTube, you can always hit me up on Instagram. That's where I respond most of the time. I don't get much YouTube notifications, which I don't really know why. Maybe it's on like a setting or something. I really don't know, but I just don't get that much. So usually when I get one, I'll scroll through and see like a bunch of new ones, then I reply to them all. But you know, it's already been months since they've commented, so I feel bad about that. But since we're on the topic of YouTube, I want to thank you guys so much for the support with this car. Super fucking awesome, really it is. We got like 3,000 subs in like 5 videos and a bunch of views, almost like 100,000 views, I think. So it's pretty crazy that the car has gotten the attention like that fast. And I feel bad now because I've lacked on making videos for the car and making videos for you guys. But this year, she's coming back, especially since I have the bike now. I'm gonna do YouTube for that, but on a separate channel. But getting the bikes has kind of taken my time away from the car, and she still needs love, you know what I mean? She's still a beast at the end of the day. But if you guys want me to do an exterior list or like an interior list, because I know a lot of people ask me for my interior setup with the ambient lighting and stuff like that, I'll gladly make a video for you guys on that. If there's any install videos that you guys want me to make, if anybody has like questions, or I guess I don't really know. That's the problem. I don't really know what to make as far as videos go. But yeah, guys, that's the build list for the VB. One quick thing that I kind of thought of last year that I didn't really follow through with, but I might this year, is doing some kind of like branding for corn fed. Maybe if it's just like a corn logo and a sticker and it says like corn fed, you know, I'm not sure. That's just an idea that I have, but that might come to life at some point on this channel for the cars that are running E85. I'm also working on starting a car brand right now called the Fast Fours. So there's a lot of stuff in the works, but I'm gonna try and split more time towards this thing. And yeah, I think goals for this car this year is to do a dog box at one point, you know, sequential swap it. I think that'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, guys, I guess we'll see what this year has for us in store. Starting it off right, doing the build list for you guys. I'll probably have some more like cruising videos in it, doing some pulls. I really don't race anymore, to be honest. I can't really get many people to race, and I kind of live in a bad area to race. So racing videos may be out of the question, but I'm always down to do some cruising videos and stuff in this thing, and you know, Q&As or anything like that. So if you guys have any ideas for me, leave them down in the comments, because I really appreciate that. I don't really know what to do with it, but I know a lot of people want to see the car, especially the Instagram. I mean, dude, the Instagram has blown up. I don't have 20,000 followers, but I get a lot of views, and it's because of you guys. You guys don't want to see the car, so you know, I'm cool with that. I've gotten a lot of mixed emotions with the car. There's actually a dude out here in Arizona that thinks he has a faster VB than me. Quite funny, but anywho, this is the fastest VB in AZ, and if anybody wants to test that, you can come race me for some money. We'll do it on a closed track, of course, but this guy was like top mount intercooler and stuff, so you know, I'm not even gonna waste my gas really. You know, that's a pull off of the car that I could save, so I wasn't even gonna waste my time. I actually offered to race his M3, but I'm getting way too into it now. But anywho, yeah, guys, that was the build list. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Have a great 2026, guys. Let's do great, amazing things this year, and let's do better than we did last year, guys. Later.